One of the things I want to know is your favorite situation. The Ducks weren't favored last time we were in a BCS title game. Two and a half point underdog. You guys are favored now.
None of that honestly means anything to us. For favorite or underdog. Anything can happen in this type of game. Both teams are so talented, and it can go either way. You just got to make sure you're playing your own game and worrying about yourself, and that's all it comes down to.
So no superstition about SI cover jinx.
No, not at all.
Did you participate in the last national championship game?
No, I wrestled.
Did you travel? Or what was your takeaway from that experience?
That whole week, every single day, every single practice, we did so well. It was the best practice, preparation leading up to a game that we had all season long. But then once we got to the game, we kind of just forgot, how well we did. We just tensed up, and everyone just, was afraid to make a mistake. They're worrying about way too much. A lot of guys, particularly on the offensive line, weren't doing their own job, and you just got to make sure you trust, your training, trust what the coaches are telling you all week long. And when you go out there, just have fun. We understand it's a national championship game, but you can't let it, get to you. Not make it a bigger deal than it really is. And if you go out there and just have fun and play with your teammates and play loose, and good things will happen.
Is that a message then to the younger guys? Has anybody come to you and said, "Oh"?
It happened. With the Rose Bowl, that's the granddad of them all, and it worked for us then. It's we're going to keep on doing that for this next game.
And did you play in the LSU game?
I did. That was my first start, my first game.
So what was your takeaway from that?
Oh man, my heart was about to jump out of my pads in the warm-ups because I was so. That was my first game ever. Especially in that stadium. That stadium was unbelievable, and I think a lot of guys for the first time at that stadium are gonna. I told them to look around and just have fun, enjoy it. It's a very it's a once in a lifetime situation. You don't always. We're blessed. I'm blessed to be able to be part of 2 national championship games, and it doesn't happen so often. So I'm just telling them to just enjoy the moment and just have fun.
How have the practices been this week compared to the maybe 4 years ago?
Yeah, it's been great. We've been doing everything really well. It's nice to be back in Eugene and not have to be, like in Dallas right now, practicing out of high school or wherever we need to practice at. Guys are going to class just like a normal away game. That's how we're treating it. It's nice.
We hear a lot of guys talk about how close this group is and how you guys are like a family. How close is this team to someone that isn't with you guys?
No, it's very close. That's when I keep getting asked what's the difference with this, this team and the teams in the past with Coach Kelly. I love Coach Kelly to death. But when Coach Helvers took over, he kind of turned it into like a high school team where everyone is close. We're all brothers, and I think that's what the biggest difference is now.
Is there one point you remember where you guys kind of really gelled together this year, or has just been a constant process?
From what happened last year with those 2 losses towards the end of the season, after the Alamo Bowl game, we all understood. It didn't need to be said. We all understood what the goal is, where we want to get to, and. We all understood that what we have to do is have to go above and beyond what we're asked to do, and everyone has done that so far this season, and that's why we're in the position that we're at now.
You've had time now to look at Ohio State and game plans in, and you've been training. What do you see? What's the biggest takeaway from that?
The biggest thing is they play hard. They play together. They're not. There's no individuals on that team. They all play together. They're very physical. I'm going to keep saying that because they are. And what they do isn't anything complicated. We know what we're going to get every single play, but they do it so well that it's going to come down to the physical matchup. If you could beat them, one-on-one, or for us, we're going to try to double team on the guys and try to move up to the linebackers. So we just got to make sure we're physical and get off the ball.
Do you guys think you'll hear a lot about physical football from the national media when you get down to Dallas again?
I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot about it. It hasn't stopped all season long, but we're used to it. We went through it with the entire Pac-12 was every single game was a physical game. We went through it with Michigan State and Florida State as well. So we just gotta worry about ourselves, worry about the guys in our meeting room, and that's all that matters.
But did that truly motivate you guys at all when you heard it so much down in Pasadena?
What motivates us is the guys in our room. What other people say about us. We just to be honest, we kind of laugh about it, and we just look at each other, and we know what we got to get done. We don't ever talk about what other people say or this needs to motivate us at all. We just feed off each other.
You talked about how the team tensed up at the last national championship game. team. How do you guard against that as a team? What do you do? I mean, do you have
Our coaches have been doing a great job of just preparing us like it's a regular game. Our coaches haven't changed one bit. Sometimes I think a lot of teams, their coaches will, try to do something different at practice to get ready for such a big game. It's the biggest game all season long. So people are going to think that they have to change what they've been doing. But our coaches have done such a great job of just believing in our process, trusting our process, and nothing has changed.
do the coaches talk at all about relaxing? When
Yeah,
game time comes.
Yeah, they just tell us we're at this point of the season where you have to trust yourself, you have to trust the process, you have to trust in your training, and if you do that, good things will happen. And it happened in the Rose Bowl, happened all season long. Ever since that Arizona loss, our backs were against the wall, and we just kept swinging and just trusting in each other and just having fun and just go out there and just be yourself. That's all you can do. Just be yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.